Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be looking at the Steelers' offseason situation and predicting what they will do in free agency and then the NFL draft. Some notable free agents of the Steelers are Bud Dupree, who is coming off of a career season with 11.5 sacks, 16 tackles for loss, 4 forced fumbles, and 68 tackles, which is incredible for him. He broke out. Javon Hargrave finished the year with 4 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 60 tackles. Mike Hilton, the slot corner, had 1 interception, 11 pass deflections, 6 tackles for loss, and 65 tackles. Nick Van Nat, the tight end, had a very disappointing year with only 166 yards. Matt Filer had a pretty decent season with some other bench players like BJ Finney, Tyler Matakevich, Artie Burns, and Sean Davis. The Steelers are in a terrible cap situation, having negative $8.3 million in cap space. I think that they should cut Vance McDonald after having a disappointing year, which would then save $5.7 million. After drafting Devin Bush last year, I don't see the point in paying Mark Barron that much money, so I think he should be cut, saving about $5 million. Anthony Chickillo is just not worth $5 million, and cutting him would save that. Here's the controversial one though. Ramon Foster, I think, should be cut, because after having years of injuries and not being able to stay on the field, his value is diminishing. He also is very old at 34 years old. His cut would save about $4 million. I also believe that Tyson Alualu should be cut, saving almost $3 million. That saves almost $23 million in total, putting the Steelers at $14.4 million in cap space. Now onto the re-signings. I think that Bud Dupree should definitely get re-signed after his career season, but I think he should be franchise tagged because we can't pay him what he wants right now. Mike Hilton should also get paid after breaking out at only 25 years old. He would probably get paid around $25 million over 4 years, resulting in just over $6 million a year. Matt Filer needs to come back to the Steelers right now because their offensive line is aging and weak. He should get about $3.5 million a year. We also need to re-sign BJ Finney for a 2-year, $4 million contract to replace Ramon Foster. Despite Nick Van Nat's poor season, we need tight end depth after Vance McDonald is released. He should get about 1 year, $900K or something like that. Now we have to talk about the cap casualties of free agency. Unfortunately, we are probably going to lose Javon Hargrave because we are going to have to choose between him and Bud Dupree. And personally, I would prefer Dupree over Hargrave. Artie Burns is also not going to be returning after being a disappointment from the 2016 draft. Sean Davis also won't be returned after being disappointing. Tyler Matakevich is easily replaceable for probably a cheaper price though, so he also will not be coming back. The free agency signings that the Steelers are going to make are going to be very little. With little money remaining, I think the Steelers should sign Greg Van Roten from the Panthers for some offensive line depth. He won't be asking for much and should get less than $1 million per year. To replace Matakevich, I think the Steelers should sign veteran John Bostic to a cheap 1-year deal. Now onto the Steelers 2020 mock draft. With the 2nd round pick, I think that the Steelers will take Jalen Johnson, the cornerback from Utah. Despite not being a huge need for the Steelers, they talked him at the combine, so he's a likely pick. He's 6 feet tall and weighs about 193 pounds. He ran a 4.5 40-yard dash with a 36.5-inch vertical. His man cover skills are elite. He has subpar zone cover skills though, but being a good run defender with good ball skills definitely bring him back up. In the 3rd round, I think the Steelers should pick the combine standout Albert O, not even going to try to pronounce his last name, from Missouri. He is 6'5" and 258 pounds. He ran a 4.49 40-yard dash, which was the best of all tight ends. He has some pretty good hands and run after the catchability too. He is for sure needed since the Steelers will have released Vance McDonald. With the Steelers' first pick in the 4th round, I think they should take Shane Lemieux from Oregon. He is 6'4" and 310 pounds and ran a 5.11 40-yard dash. He is a powerful player with excellent strength and run blocking ability. With the Steelers' second pick in the 4th round, I think they should take Van Jefferson, the wide receiver from Florida. He is 6'2" and 198 pounds. He is an excellent route running receiver with great run after the catch ability. In the 6th round, I think they should take Khalil Davis from Nebraska. He is 6'1" and 308 pounds. He was a stud at the combine, running a 4.75 40-yard dash with 32 bench press reps. He is a great mobile defensive tackle that looks similar to Javon Hargrave coming out of college. Finally, in the 7th round, I would take the big safety Kaliki Davis from Michigan. At the combine, he put up an unbelievable 30 bench press reps. His cover skills are meh, but he has great run support skills. He'll replace Sean Davis as the backup safety. He could also sub in at linebacker for some packages.